Good morning. Welcome to Global Groomers. I'm Shaunna Bernardin. And I'd like to introduce a couple of people. First of all, our headline speaker, Mr. Peter Ensell. He's one of England's top groomers. He's been on Groom Team England for the last 8 years. This is important. This is important. I need you to look and zoom in on this. This is really important, and it's really, so what he's doing. What are you doing, Pete?
I don't know.
I do.
Whenever I'm grooming a dog, I like to start from the foundations, like building a house, so I like to get all 4 feet in. This is something I learned to do, start the bevels off with like a 40 blade. You pull it all the way down. It's very important to pull it all the way down, because otherwise you end up with the bevel here.
This is important, what he's doing, you know, and
just helps you, 2 seconds.
But look at how fast that was, 2 seconds.
So
do it
pull
slow,
the hair
Pete.
down. Use a 40 blade. Make sure it's all the way down. It's where you clip to, exactly the same place. So pull it all the way down.
Yeah. This is really awesome, especially in commercial grooming. It will save you so much
2 seconds, done, yeah. Save you messing about scissors so much, so.
They already love it.
It's a good tip. I learned it about 5 years ago. But yeah.
You just want to see Peter. It's okay. We know.
Okay, pull it all the way down, yeah? Important. Not here, because otherwise, if I start clipping there, it's going to be way too high, yeah? All the way down to where you clip.
Peter and I were talking about it last night, and we had a lot of people asking us about contest grooming. And both of us, that's how we met, was in grooming contests.
A little bit of tidying up, but it's done. Yeah.
So, Peter, why don't you talk about how we met at the contest? That's a funny story. He was a junior member. I'm not aging myself.
I was 16.
He was probably 12, seriously.
When I started
he was born awesome.
And I was on the English Groomers team, and Shaunna got best in show that day, I think, yeah?
99.
99.
It's just last week, you know.
And I've stalked her ever since, to be fair. And that was good. It was good.
That we've been competing for years. We, we've been really good friends. I mean, part of competitions is a lot of like dog shows. Anybody that does dog shows, part of it's like this. We learn some tricks, we have fun, we interact with each other. Honestly, what's so cool about even just hanging out, I mean, it's a friendship that you build, that you learn from each other. I've learned lots from him this weekend. The same goes for you guys. Everybody's teaching each other.
Each dog that I groom, you've got to look at the conformation, yeah? And if you look at this poodle, it's a little bit down, so make sure you scissor it straight, yeah? If it's cow hop, you can sort that out as well. Yep, okay.
Just a second.
There's some non-groomers here.
Yep.
So what kind of shampoo and conditioner are you using in the poodle's coat?
We love the wall shampoo and conditioner. It's awesome.
So which particular
It
one?
depends. It's a huge line.
Yeah.
Right?
There's
Type of coats.
depends on the coat, really. If you've got something that's got a little bit of harshness to it, you want something that's going to bring out the harshness. If it's this coat's brilliant for scissoring. Yes, softer coats are harder, so you want to encourage the harshness to come through so you get a better finish. Just a good quality shampoo. You're going to have to just try it on the dog.
And are you using a conditioner too?
Depending. Really depending. It's like, sort of your own hair even. It depends on what breed it is. These two have a very small amount of conditioner in.
Personally, with my Kerrys, I don't like to use too much conditioner on them because they're just too soft and it's really hard to get a good finish. But it depends on the coat again. And using chunkers, texturizers on poodle coats used to be a complete no-no. You always just have to use straight scissors. These are great. Yeah, they just, they were great scissor. But when I first learnt to groom, you could only use thinners on a gun dog, maybe, a sporting dog. So I use these on Kerrys, poodles, Bichons. So what I'm doing with this poodle at the minute is trying to shorten it. It looks quite long at the minute because it's got a lot of coat here and here. So if we take it, obviously shorter there, here, it's going to shorten the dog. Also, this area here you can fill in as well, which shortens the dog. Also, if you leave more coat on the back of the legs, yeah, it's going to shorten everything up. So less you can see under there, the shorter it's going to get. Because it should be square, yeah?
Wait.
Depending on the colour, really, and the dog, but start with a longer one and you can always take it down. You can't put it back on.
Shorter in the front and the back than on the top.
Yeah,
and the
like
sides.
here.
Yeah.
I do it all the time. Like you can just skim it in. This is what he's talking about.
You said I wouldn't let her do that. You said I got a scissor.
I'm just trying to explain.
Okay.
No, here, just
No.
Are you skimming or is it tight?
tight.
Tight. Okay.
It's tight. It's very tight.
I'll just scissor this dog.
I love it, brother. Sorry, Pete. I don't think we're allowed to have this much fun. You want to have your top line here. We're still going to grow this out so she can be in the big fan. So she is in a transition. But this is almost the length of a 4-blade. So it's going to wrap around the rib. Okay, so that's the line for this one. We can actually, they do this all the time. We're going to do one snap-on move. You just sort of take it in here like this. So your depth is going to come down under here. Can you go to the beautiful avatar dog? The other one? That dog. This is the most beautiful dog on the planet. If you want to know what a poodle should look like, that's it, right there. An air of distinction onto his own. I think that dog is 11 years old in that picture. So now she's still growing out. This really needs to grow out here. But where I find, and this is your longest point, so you have to build your angulation in here. Right, so you're just putting your, and this would be the same on your breeds in the Kerry Blues. It's going to be the same. So you're going to build your angulation in here. But another problem I see is then they run it straight down to the hock. All that does, so really, I just take it in here. Now we're talking about the fact that she is in a transitional haircut. We want to have that haircut. But that is going to take me almost a year because she was in a North American, you know, I mean, we've been growing her for 8 weeks or 10 weeks, but still it's going to take time for those bevels to come out properly and to grow into this haircut.
What a lot of people ask me if I'm judging at a grooming competition is if I use a snap-on comb, will I be, not disqualified, but will I get less points? And I always say no, because you've still got to know what you're doing. You could cock it up just as easy.
Cock it up.
Sorry.
Cock it up. I don't even know what that meant, but that was very funny.
But you can't you? If you don't know what you're doing with this, you're gonna mess it up.
One place that we always see the problem is when they do it on the back and they set it in here. They mess up their
You lose
haircut
everything.
before. So if you are going to use it on the body, you're going to have to come back. Give yourself a little leeway, right? Because how many times I've seen it in contests, the girl goes in and I'm like, bye-bye.
Yeah.
You know,
The
and
dog's
they
this
just,
long
well,
then.
no, but they just completely, and it's messed up before they even start. So just as a caution, just put it where you would start.
No, not the
No,
withers.
like you definitely
before
way
here.
behind the withers. Your withers are here.
Yeah, but what I do is I'll clip
Right
here,
there.
then I'll go down the rib
Yeah.
here, and then this is, you get a,
Yeah.
yeah?
And so I'm gonna have to put her down a bit so I can reach her.